One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly, 2-0.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Bailey. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this note.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Martin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Denmark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Power football with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Number 25.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
7, SMU 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Take over. 1st and 10.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
Ready? 3:25.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle. It's Bailey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Mustangs in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Bailey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Ripping through the defense. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
1st and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, better look out. Gets it past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
1st and 10.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to pick up a first down.
6-9-1. Get set.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And and the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. He's got 50 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Denmark. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go, sack.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
It's now 2nd down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They just keep firing. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab outside. It's McFadden. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. USF sparkled today at a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Tampa. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Here we go.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Runs out of bounds at the 30. Second down coming up.
That last completion sets him up on second down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
brings up.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Good enough for first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. And first down for the offense.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a great play. He gets the pick 6, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target. The defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up 14 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Here's a heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to the ground with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field.
Ready. Kill.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
22 water.
Gonna run it. It's Martin. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a connection.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run the counter. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
3rd down coming.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Oh, he's got a chance. Handoff, keep working on that clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
22, water.
He's looking downfield to throw. Got a wide open receiver.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming into the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They're still firing away even with this lead. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.